What's up, boxing fans? How you guys doing out there? I hope you are excited for these upcoming fights. Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Jermaine Ortiz. You got Bruce Carrington. You also have Big Baby on the card. So we're gonna be breaking down all these fights and more. So tune in, lock in, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. And let's get right into this episode. What up, Frontline? Yo, what do they do? What it do? What it do? How you guys doing out there? Uh I have something to show you guys too. In fact, and support on my man Bill Belichick that didn't get inducted into the Hall of Fame. I want to let you know, Belichick, we rocking out with you. The Hall of Fame's thumbs down. NFL's looking bad. This is for Bill. Hold up. Let's get Edge out here. Because we got to get the full experience. You got to get the full experience. Check it out. Sons of Belichick. That's where we at. We ain't never gonna forget, Bill. We ain't never gonna forget the glory days. That's right. You see it. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, you see it. You see it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Bill, we riding with you. We don't care what they say. One more time. Let's go. That's for my boy Bill right there. Belichick. Sons of Belichick. Forever. You better listen. This shit is fire. All right? I don't think it's good enough. Woo! Look at that. Sons of Belichick. Foxborough. The New England club. Yeah. You see, vice president. You see it. I'm the president now. I'm taking over. Yo. Belichick. The man. Anyway. Hey, let's put this on anyway. This used to be my dad's. God rest his soul. My dad passed away. This was his vest. He had this Harley Davidson vest here with his patch. That's it. I got the bright idea one day to take the vest and turn it into this. And I used to wear this out when New England was rocking on their rise. So I remember my jacket. I was going to wear it this morning and shit. And I remember that I couldn't find it. I was like, baby, where the hell is my Belichick jacket? And I designed this myself. This is a 101. My brother was gonna put his together. He got all the parts. He never freaking put it together. We supposed to walk into the stadium together with the vests on and shit. But I knew one day it was gonna come back. You know what I mean? Belichick, baby. That's how we do. Yo, Frontline, come up here. Let's talk boxing. Are you going to get the ring belt replica too? Nah, probably not. Probably not. I got all the belts right here, right? And I even got the IBO, the European title. The IBO has been making a lot of noise. You know what I mean? So I got the IBO right here. It's the second green belt. But the Ring Magazine belt, nah, I'm just like, you know, I got all the belts. I'm good. What up, Frontline? How you doing in the building?
What's happening?
What it do? What
Another
it? Hold up.
day.
Let me put on my. I can't hear you yet. Give me 1 second. What up?
What's going on?
What's going on? You like the jacket?
Yeah, that's just fire.
It's fire, right? Yo, I made this myself. Yeah, well, for my dad's jacket and shit. But that's why it means a lot to me. You know, um, when my dad passed away, you know, when sometimes your parents or somebody pass away, you see the ugly side of the family, so to say. Everybody comes starts taking shit, right? And that's my dad, right? So I get there and it's all his shit's been handed out or whatever. So I just walk in the house and the last image I had of him was with this jacket, and I told his wife, I said, "Where's that vest?" And she was like, "It's in the closet." Something. Oh no, they were donating it to the Goodwill. They were about to give it away, and I went through the bag and I got it out, and I put it on. I was like, "Yeah, I'll take this." This is all I took, and I walked out. Boom, and then later, Jack in the back, I went and made shit. So I thought it was really cool and shit. But it's a crazy situation what Belichick's going through. But hey, let's talk boxing. Check it out, Frontline. What do you think about this card coming up? And like, do you see any upsets on this card right here? Oh, and we have another
Well,
card tomorrow. We have a fight card tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are interested in watching it. I wanted to announce that too because on the 30th we have a fight card. Go ahead, go ahead. What were you saying?
whose card is tomorrow? Is it Pro
No,
Box or
no. The 30th, the fight card on the 30th is uh um it's in Handover, Maryland, right? It's Brian Flores.
yeah, that's Pro Box.
Yeah, they got that card. If you guys want to stay entertained with boxing and watch a little card or whatever until we get these cards, and then the 31st kicks off a
With
huge
William
night.
Skull. William Skull opens
Oh,
the day.
Boogie's favorite fighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we all know that. That's no secret. You know what I mean? Boogie's a high advocate for William Sco, and he thinks he's among the elite fighters. Yes. Yo, that's crazy. But
Yo,
listen,
shout out to the chat. We got Osensi in the building, Fee in the building, Richard in the building, Carlito in the building, Lance in the building. Let me see. Somebody asked you a question, I think. Oh, if he wants to know, are you gonna get the ring belt replica too?
nah, I already talked to him about that. Nah, I'm
Okay.
not getting that shit.
All right. And then they said you gotta
Yeah.
get the Sufa belt too.
The
After
so yeah,
that.
that's not happening. That is not happening.
Let me see who else is in the building. Christopher says, yeah, it's on Pro Box.
Yeah.
Richard says, my pronóstico is Teofimo, Xander, Ortiz, Cedeño, Polanco, Juanmita,
Juanita, that's a good fight right there, bro. I want to
uh,
see this kid
the big W's. Melasa in the building.
in the building.
Then
What's up?
Carlos says, Keyshawn think he's just gonna stop Jermaine just like that. I think it's gonna be very different of what he's viewing this fight. I agree. I agree. So I don't know, what card do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the top rank card, or do you want to start with the TO card?
We can start. You
Or
want to
wait,
start
or
with
do
the
you want to
Puerto
start with
Rico
the
card?
William Scove card?
No, we can bypass that. So when Bam Bam Boogie's on the show, all right, I'll choose to opt out that card right there. Um, Boogie can cover that on his channel. It's called the William Sco channel. So if you anything you want about William, he got it on his channel. You can go there. That's Bang Bang Boogie. Anyway, real fighting.
So wait, before we go into predictions and shit like that, I haven't watched the Top Rank press conference, but
Oh,
I did watch a portion of the press conference for Tio,
yep.
and there's a few things that are, I
Eh,
would say, a little alarming, or not alarming, but something that needs attention brought to.
like what?
For an example, is it me? Am I bugging, or does Carlos Adames look kind of like
Weight drain?
he's like super weight drained?
Suck the fucking. Yo, he looked like he was like, yo, and I was saying to myself, is he maxed out? Like, is it time for for him to go up in weight? Carlos Adames, look, I mean, he was dressed the part, he was ready to go out there on stage and everything. And I'm looking at him and I'm saying to myself, okay, you guys haven't even cut weight yet. You did, we're not on Saturday, Friday. You guys ain't cut weight yet. So you already look like that. How much weight are you gonna take off? Yo, am I gonna see Carlos Adames laying flat on his face on fucking
I
weigh in?
hope not. I hope not.
Bro, if you take more weight off that man right now, and he hasn't even cut weight, bro, I don't know if
Then
he made. Listen. This is what I feel. This is my opinion, my assessment on what I feel is going on. Carlos Adames is that athlete and champion that is being put in a situation to give his home country the party they rightfully deserve, Dominican Republic. Now, when he fought Hamza, he was robbed of that victory. We all know that. Yo,
yep,
Carlos Adames won that fight hands down.
for
He
sure.
won that fight, and Dominican Republic, although they wanted a party, it wasn't the right kind of win. Now, is he hurting himself to stay there because he's already champion? He just wants to bring back his island a championship win, a win for that. They can celebrate and go and breathe and go, we have a real champion. He's proven himself. Not only did he win the belt, but he defended it. Real champion. So I wonder if Carlos Adames is actually hurting himself, because you look at his appearance, bro, where he hasn't even started cutting weight. But these fighters,
Well,
they're
no,
trained. I mean,
they should be cutting weight by now. They should be at weight by now.
no, but what I'm saying, the major weight, yeah, you start, but the major weight cut is on Friday, brother. Friday, when you gotta make that weight, and then you make the weight, you cut weight one time.
Right.
That's it. One time you cut weight. You don't want to hurt yourself. So you cut weight, you get as close as you can. But the problem is, if you're that skinny weighing in, and let's say Carlos Adames is like almost close to fight weight, let's say he cuts 6, 7 pounds and makes it. How much you think he's gonna gain the next day? What do you think he's gonna gain? A miraculous 18 pounds, 13 pounds? No, you only cut 6 pounds. What are you gonna get back from that? 6 pounds, maybe 4.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get like all of a sudden Carlos Adames is gonna blow up overnight like he was hiding the weight or something. You're not, and if somehow you can do that, that can't be healthy for you.
Hey,
So I wonder.
Melasa says, can Keyshawn make the weight? We're gonna get onto that in a minute. Then he also says, Mutaliev versus Kelly looked like a beatdown. Lance says my grandfather looks much darker than Edwin, but that's neither here nor there.
Neither here or there. All right.
Um, can we stream the fight in the StreamYard in the private channel? I don't think so.
I don't know.
He also says, when is Carlos Adames fighting? He's fighting on Saturday on the Teal card. Ortiz looks in weight, but Keyshawn looks way overweight limit. Yes. But Carlos Adames, ammo looks locked in. Ammo looks locked in. I got Carlos Adames winning that fight. I just think Adames is a much superior fighter than
Yeah. I like
but
I like that fight. Go ahead, go ahead.
but Ammo likes to sneak his shots in.
Ooh, he's an awkward fighter.
Very awkward.
He's an awkward fighter, right? That concerns me sometimes because he's not typically doing the dance the way it is. It's those awkward guys that can hit you with shots and angles you typically were, not aware because it's like in this, you're like in a clinch right here, and all of a sudden he just rifles one in like side fist or something,
Yeah.
and he's got unpredictable movement. It's hard to get a beat on a guy like that, Ammo Williams. He started his career early, late. He's like 19 years old or something. He started his career late, but when you can't use the triangle theory in this situation, Hamza beats him, knocks him out, type shit, where that you think that you're just gonna say Carlos should wipe him down. With awkward fighters, it's hard. Trust me. With Adamas, the way he looks, I wish him the best, and I hope that he knows his body better than anyone. And at this point, that's what he's supposed to look like. Because I don't want it to be this, fucking Williams hit him with a shot and fucking knock him out. I'll be like, damn, he was weight drained. And I think I'm going out on a boxing hunch here that I think Carlos is staying in the division to give Dominican Republic that big win they desperately want. And he's sacrificing himself because I actually think he's might be just too big for the division. Let's see how he fares. If he goes in there and smokes him and looks amazing, then I take it all back. And I'm like, wait a minute, maybe that's him. Focus, a real focus, Carlos Adames, not like this blimped up version that blows up in between any fight. Now, what if we got that version of Carlos Adames right now? We're about to find out Saturday. A lot of questions are going to be answered at this table. There's been a lot of lies told here tonight.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's gonna be a good one. That's definitely gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think so. Go down the line. What's up? Who's next?
Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yep. Malasa, what up? Can we stream the fight? No. When is Carlos Adames fight? I think he's like the third fight on the card. I think it goes T.O., Keyshawn, Carlos Adames, Bruce Carrington, like that.
Yeah.
And then
Um.
Jamel Miller. Jamel Miller goes under that. I think
Yeah.
that's
He
the
says
lineup.
Ortiz. I read that Ortiz looks away, but Keyshawn looks overweight. I see the crowd Turkey is bringing to this card. Says Melasa is a lot of names in this card. Yes, there is. Mio says Keyshawn looks big as hell. Yes. So we talked about Adamas and Ammo. That's gonna be I got Adamas winning on that one. Shushu, Shushu and Carlos Castro. That one. Shushu looks ready, and I think this is gonna be the toughest fight of his career. But he's got this. I see a late stoppage
Yeah.
on Shushu's end.
Hey, Lance, what the hell you eating? What? Send
Ian
him off a paper plate?
Stallman off a paper plate, just getting fancy.
Just getting fancy. Listen, round one in front line.
Work
What?
hard. What's going on, my guy?
What's good?
Bro, that's the real Nostradamus right there. That motherfucker be having them parlays and all that shit on
Yo,
Smash.
so he's real good at picking boxing matches?
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Don't come up in here, bro. Don't be trying to take my belt. You know what I'm saying? The last friend that brought a friend won the world title. You know what I'm saying? I
For
don't
real,
need
go
that
keep
kind of
boss
shit.
CJ Rich
You know
over,
what I mean?
and that
I'm the
motherfucker
champion
walked away
around
with
here.
it.
I'm the champion.
Yo, Keyshawn, Bruce and Castro. Sorry, Bruce and Castro.
Yeah.
How do you see it?
Bruce and Castro. I'm starting to change my mind. I think that I'm just hoping that Bruce really shows up. I saw Castro. Uh, he looked a little light in the ass. Castro. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I like Castro in the fight, man. I got him for the upset, but I gotta be honest. When it comes down to it, I'm probably gonna rock with Keyshawn. Sorry, with Bruce Carrington.
Yeah.
I'd rather Bruce Carrington win the belt than Castro. I don't think Castro fights in a way, but I really do think that Bruce Carrington will give it the old American gun ho try, you know. Um, and I would like that fight better in the future with Bruce Carrington and Naoya Inoue. It would be a better fight. Bringing Naoya Inoue back out to New York with Bruce there, he'll go see Naoya or go to New York for Bruce, and that's a good scalp and a belt there. So if I ever want to see bigger, mega fights for Naoya Inoue, and I think that 126 will be his last weight division. I want bigger names. Bruce
Yeah.
Carrington is a more popular name, so I want him to win the fight.
Okay. Richard, Stanian, I don't know who he's. I didn't catch the top rank card, the press conference, or I haven't even looked at the undercard or whatever. I know Juanita's fighting on there.
Right,
Polanco's fighting on there,
right.
and Cedeño, but I don't
And
know
that's in the
about.
one in Puerto Rico, right?
That's on the Puerto Rico. We're gonna get on
Right.
that in a minute.
Yeah.
Melaza, ¿qué es la que hay, papi?
What's going on, Malasa?
Que aquí ya tú sabes, tira
Uh,
lo de esta pendeja para entender esto, pero my bad, I'm speaking Spanish. I don't know. I
no,
was
this is
smoking a little
this
bit.
is a
No, but
Spanglish channel.
I
No,
know,
frontline.
but
This is
some
a
of the people speak
Japarican
English.
channel.
That
Okay,
yo,
Japarican. Speak Japarican. All right.
yeah, this shit is good,
um,
bro. Yo, took me like
Mela,
3 months,
how
to
do you
upload
see
this
that
one.
Shushu Castro fight?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like I want Chuchu to win. I want to see the old Chuchu throwing those hooks, putting that pressure. Forget about that boxing. And no, you're not a boxer. You go over there and finish this your opponent. Go and do what you used to do. I want to see
And
that Chuchu again.
and under Carlos Adames and Emma Williams, how did you see Adames in the press conference, and what are your thoughts?
I don't saw the press conference, but I know Amon Williams is a pretty is pretty good. But
Yeah.
no, Amon Williams can give good fights and shit. But
Yeah.
Carlos
He
Adame,
got knocked out against
Cal-
Hamza though.
well, Hamza been knocking out a couple people and stuff. He knocked down Berlanga too, and that don't mean
No,
Berlanga
he's got
don't
a
take good
huge
fight.
knockout ratio. Hamza.
So,
Hamza's been
so
on a tear. What stopped him was that
that is
Carlos
not.
Adames fight.
Yeah. So I'm not saying like you got knocked down by Hamza, like bro. Well, Berlanga too, and a lot of people. So it was not like any bomb that knocked him out. So, but Carlos Adame have a good fight with Hamza. So if Carlos Adame can knock him out, he can put a statement. Let's see how he do. I hope he fight good and and bring a victory for real. Like I wanna hear them bragging about their champion they had and how good Carlos Adame is and all that shit. I
Yeah.
don't care. Like
Yeah.
I like to hear people bragging about their boxer and their favorite boxer.
hmm And that's good for Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. They need this win, to get back on in the winning ways. And I like the fight for many, many different ways, but it's just an interesting fight. I wanted to say, and I might as well just start it off. My upset of the fight, the best fight of the card, I think that's who's going to be the best fight, what's going to be an upset on this card, and who's going to be the biggest winner on this entire card. Those three things that I want to ask you guys. who needs the biggest win and who can be the biggest winner. I don't know if that's in the same category, right? That's probably a double-ended question there, right? But as well as who you think on this card has a chance of pulling off an upset? What's gonna be the upset? And then as well as you know, who you think who like who you think is gonna be the biggest winner? So I
A
look
upset
for
can
me,
be.
yes.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I see like a upset Ortiz knocking out Keyshawn. Nobody's expecting that. So I can see that like a big upset. Um, Another upset will be, I don't know, Shakur touching the canvas. I'm not saying he's losing, but he touched the canvas. But I think that's the biggest for me. The biggest will be Ortiz knocking out Keyshawn. That will be my upset of the night.
Hmm. Well,
I have it the same way only because the way Vegas has it, they have his Ortiz the underdog, and I think Ortiz will win that fight. I'm not saying a knockout because I don't know, but I see that being an upset. I don't see Shakur being an upset. I see Shakur dominating Tio. Like Tio's gonna be so damn frustrated that I can see him winning. But let me catch up with the chat. Lance says, "Holy shit! I thought you guys were Asians because you said about we talked Japarican. Work hard already got his parlay going on. He says Shakur decision, Keyshawn fight the distance, Adames distance, Shushu decision, and Miller for the win. The joy of boxing says Adames might be
all
rusty.
decisions,
Yeah, that's because he's doing the parlay.
all the fights, no knockouts in the card, no stoppages, no one's getting. All these fights are going to decision. Okay, I can
Might be
respect
in for
that.
a long night, huh?
Right.
Joy of boxing says Adames might be rusty from the long layoff. Richard says Teofimo Lopez being the Roadrunner, and that's it. Like
That's
I
a
said,
my. That's a the Roadrunner was pretty tough and durable, right?
oh
The
yeah, the
Coyote
Roadrunner,
never got his ass, right?
never.
Never caught his ass. The Roadrunner made a fool of the Coyote. You do know that, right? A fool, a
All the time.
mockery. You
All the
do know that,
time.
right? Okay. All right.
Doesn't matter the tricks
Um,
of the coyote, the Roadrunner always
No.
find a way
I mean,
and
they
move on.
say they call it Shakur the Roadrunner, but I do believe the Coyote never caught his ass. Never. And the Coyote always ended up charcoaled. He always got blown up. So yeah.
86 Truth Teller says Tio needs to fight how he did Loma. How do you beat a thinker? Question. Make him overthink. Feints, setups will be Tio's best bet, but can go both ways. Carlos says Jermaine says he ain't gonna leave it to the judges to decide, so we in for a nice scrap. It should be over before the ninth for sure. Um, Captain says in real life coyotes are faster than roadrunners, and 86 says never
No.
did that
Yeah, but
before.
not that special Roadrunner. That one in the cartoon, he was hella fast. He was
Yeah,
the super fast coyote outrunner. You know what I'm saying? And no coyote in cartoon history has ever caught that Roadrunner, and that's what counts. And that's what
but
he's being
Roadrunners
named
are
after.
fast and they're
They're
small. I
pretty fast, but
remember
a
when I
coyote
was
will catch that ass and snatch it up.
nah.
They're little. They're like that. The
Yeah, that's
Roadrunners.
really small. Yeah. The
Yeah, they're
first
like
time I
this.
saw one in
They run. You know what
California,
they're good at? You know what they're good at? Cutting angles. Like that. They'll dip on a coyote like that. They've dipped on them, but there's days they lose.
Okay.
Oh wait,
We got the people with their predictions coming in. We got QS. He says Shakur losing by a brutal knockout.
oh damn! I
Kai
don't see that
says,
coming.
I didn't see that coming either. Kai says Shakur by stoppage, Mutasaliev by stoppage, Shushu by stoppage, Key by stoppage, Adamas by decision, Xander by decision.
Okay,
Stop playing with me.
okay. I think Sander can knock out Barao. Murtazariev, I think he's gonna beat down the living hell of Josh Kelly. That's gonna be brutal. I saw the fear in Josh Kelly. Oh my god, in his
Yo,
eyes.
Josh Kelly already lost. You know that, right? He cursed himself. You guys saw how
Yes.
he did the curse? He touched
Yep.
the belt.
Touching the. I
He
saw
touched
that.
the belt of Bacron's belt. He reached over and he touched it. You don't do that. He already lost. Josh Kelly's getting knocked out, bro. When you
Bro, but they
curse the
did a
guy,
close up in his eyes.
yo, he touched the belt and then he shoved him out the way. How many times did we see the guy try to disrespect the champion and do that same shit? Never, and I repeat, never touch the belt, bro. Plus, he's
No.
lucky I didn't have my lightsaber off. I would have cut his hand off. Don't touch my
I saw
belt.
they were doing when they was doing the face to face, and they did a close up in Josh Kelly's face, and you can see in his eyeballs the fear because Muntasariev was looking at him like a freaking Siberian
BB.
husky, like a prey, like those Mongol dogs and stuff. Like, bro, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
eat you. I gonna. Oh my god, was very, very terrifying look like Multas Alias had. His
Shakur is
face,
losing by
everything.
brutal knockout.
I don't see
One
that one.
stoppage.
But
By stoppage. Shoot by stoppage.
Adames can give a
Keyshawn by
knockdown,
true.
you know, if he's more like that. That
Captain,
will pump him
The
up.
coyote caught him in the last episode, I think.
that's what Captain said.
Never
Jason said
happened.
Roadrunner did the Coyote dirty all the time.
BB,
Because 160
listen.
pounds need a name. 160 pound need a name, and if Adames can freaking knock this guy out, and we saw that was a start with Hamza Chiraz. He can become that name in
Wait,
160.
wait, wait, wait. I gotta say something now that you brought up Adamas again. If Adamas loses, I
Oof.
am dropping my claim.
Oh, you're his lawyer. You're gonna drop him as a client? What? What happened? Front line.
Uh, front line. You gonna drop the claim of Adame?
He got a call. He got a call. Here
Something
he is.
happening.
Here he is. Here he is. Hold on. Front line. What's up? You there?
Are you there?
Front line. Is that front line has been losing his cases with his he's been an attorney. He was Cesar's attorney.
Ah,
He lost in the case miserably. So now
bro,
he's
yes.
representing Adames right now.
Look what's
Now I
happening.
told Adames to go to plead guilty to, and fork over the belt, right? And he would have to plead guilty to an uppercut with an uppercut on and after, with a
Ooh,
knockdown, standing 8 count, running consecutive with forking over your belt. So he said no to me. He said no. He's going to trial with Carlos Adames. He's going to go in against Alan Williams. So now he's taking it. So if he loses, he's dropping him as a client.
I'm dropping
He,
him as a client.
he's dropping him as a client. It's over. So this is a little
over
side
for him.
joke,
Yeah.
between me and Frontline. And I said your boy's gonna get hurt, but now because we were laughing about the weight cut, but I started thinking it over, as I was talking, and I was saying maybe this is a focused version of Carlos Adames, where he's not as pudgy, where he's more disciplined, and it's showing. How do we know? Or maybe this is a Carlos Adames starving himself to make the weight. I want to see where his punch resistant is at. How he could take a punch, how he can give one. We'll see his cardio. He started to fatigue against Hamza in the fight. We saw that where that he wasn't able to do both. He was able to make Hamza miss a lot, but he couldn't, like in spades, he couldn't cut and pull. He didn't have enough in the gas tank to make him miss and make him pay. He was making him look silly by making him miss, but very in between, very few and far apart on making him pay because he would have emptied his gas tank. So we've seen Carlos in the past have struggled with some issues in the ring. So maybe this just might be a better, sharper, more focused Carlos Adames. And if he goes in there and stops Emma William like Hamza did, which it's going to put more credibility on that win against Hamza. It's going to make fans know, no, that wasn't luck. Hamza knocked him out. Carlos also did. You know, and it's going to bring more credibility to his run there, to Carlos's run and reign as a champion. So he really has to go out there and perform well. I don't think necessarily he has to get the knockout, but the win is a must. A win is a must for him. Okay.
Well, no, he has to do it convincingly too.
He don't need to look for the knockout, but if the knockout
no,
is there,
no, he's not in that kind of situation. No, he's not in that kind of situation where he was being called the road runner and not knocking anybody out, saying they were calling him pillow fisted. He's not in one of those situations where he needs to prove to the fans he can knock out. No, he's not there. But the knockout would really come on, tell me. He gets that knockout, now we talking, now we looking at him like, no, he is a certified champion. You get a boring performance, a little runaround victory, a little kind of like, just I want to get the victory just to get the win type shit. I'm not sure boxing fans would appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that the knockout would be nice. He doesn't need it.
Because
it would be nice.
York, right? I mean, he's in New York. So he's a Dominican. So it's a Dominican crowd over there.
Nah, he can get them boys riled up. It'll be a good night for them.
He's half
they
Dominican,
deserve
half
it, man.
Puerto Rican. He's half Puerto Rican. So, and Keyshawn, not Keyshawn, Shakur, that he said that he's half Puerto Rican, whatever. So they're trying to bring this crowd, but this crowd
Latino crowd, Latino blood, baby. You know what I'm saying? Que viva Latino. That's right. You know what I mean? So we are all out here. We want to have a great time in New York City. The place is sold out. We're in for a big night of boxing there in New York City. And I'm sure all the banderas and flags are going to be in attendance, showing real Latin support. Let's just remember that we're all out there having a good time, and let's make it home back to our families. Don't take things so personal. It's just a boxing match, guys. So with all that being said, I can't wait. I can't wait for this Saturday to kick off and then we'll also be in Puerto Rico. We'll be in that. I'm going to be watching a bunch of these fight cards. But like I said, unfortunately, I'm not watching the William Skull one. You could go to Bam Bam Boogie's channel. He'll have it there live streaming for you in 4K. Okay, if you're into that. Okay, so listen, so
is fighting?
William Skull, I have no idea. You got to ask Boogie on that. That's his favorite fighter.
Real quick, if any of these listeners are from the Worcester area, Camachito's doing a live watch party at the Maya Lounge in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yep.
I personally don't have the address with me now because he didn't put it on the flyer. It's called the Maya Lounge, and everybody that goes there to watch the fight, they're gonna get a free raffle ticket, and you're gonna get a signed Jermaine Ortiz T-shirt. Nice. So if you guys are in the Worcester area, Maya Lounge, Worcester, Mass.
Yo, I think I just might have to boost sales here.
Yep.
Round One Sports Talk just might be in the building in Worcester in the Maya Club. Now, yes, I said it. Now there's probably going to be a stampede of people rushing down there to go
You know,
to hang out with me. Um, this might be a big thing. This just might be a
yes,
big thing. I might just do a thing of it. What do you guys
some
think? Should I go
sponsors.
down there? Should I go down
Yeah,
there instead of doing it in the studio? Go down there
yeah,
with Camachito and be with everybody? You guys
yeah,
want me to do that?
yeah. That would be cool.
Put it in the chat. You're the only guy saying yeah right now. I want to see if
Oh,
everybody wants
right,
me to
right.
go down
Because
there.
I'm over here with you, right? I
Yeah,
even did the
right,
chat. My
right,
bad.
right. So let me know. I'll go down. I'll bring my laptop. Take my camera. I'll go down there to Worcester where Camachito's at that club, and I'll set up a table there and shit and film live. And we can watch the fight there with all the fans in Worcester supporting Jermaine Ortiz and
Worcester's
watch.
own, by the way.
Huh?
Worcester's own. That's where Jermaine's from.
Yeah, no, Jermaine's from
So
Worcester. Yeah.
so it'll be a Worcester's own event.
Yeah. So I might just shoot down there, watch the fight with the guys, get out. Uh I'll see if my
You
wife
can
can take
maybe
me there.
win
I'll
a
take a
sponsor
fucking
over
Uber
there
back or a Lyft back. I don't care.
because the match
Yeah, I
got
might just
long and
do
maybe
this.
give you a sponsor, and so you
Yeah, I
can
might just do this. I
they can
might just
sponsor
shoot
you.
down there, set up down there with them. Uh yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna go do it regardless. Um I know I got people down there in Worcester, and if it can't push the shove, I could always call somebody, anybody in Worcester. They'll come scoop me and bring me. But I don't like to bother nobody, make no phone calls and shit. But if and plus I got money, like I can get there in a cab and back. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go out there, but I just didn't want to take apart some of my equipment, but it's not gonna be much. I'll take that camera, I'll leave my great one here. I'll take the laptop. I really don't need like a mic or anything. I could hook up my audio mic things like this. Yo, listen, I'm prepared for this. Hold on. You'll see me down there like this. Hold up.
Shit, we're ready. Ustedes
What
se
you
creen.
mean? Elwin ready.
The
What? I'll be
studio is
like,
mobile.
round one sports talk. How you doing? What? Huh? What's going
Awesome.
on? You
How
said
you
what?
feel?
Who do you got? Yeah. Hey, get this guy out of here. He got the other guy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Yo,
Yo.
that would be so cool because he would be
These
asking the
work.
people
These
who they
work.
go for. Yo,
Yeah.
that would be cool as hell.
I
Hell
got I
yeah.
got equipment. I got equipment. I'm gonna go down there. Yeah. I'm gonna go down there. Yo, frontline, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Read off the chats and you and Malasa talk. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
Me estoy
You got
meando.
it.
Claro,
Yo,
sacó todo bien. 86 says, I hope Abras beats the brakes off Xander, but I know Xander
yeah.
will come out hot and come out hot early. Um, Black Diamond says, I would like Shakur to win, but Teal's hot and cold. Young Cam says, I got Teal decision, Keyshawn decision, Shushu KO, Adamas KO, or decision, Baby Miller with the knockout or loss, and I got Xander by KO. Carlos says Adamas got this. Mr. Itachi says Raymond Murataya, Mexican American, defeat Andy Cruz. Lance says, or, what if the narrative is on the other foot? Hamza looks even better. John Padilla says, Tio. Koki says personal question mark. I got the keys to the gym. Come see me, Edwin.
Murataya se ve como que japonés y moreno, algo así. Ese apellido Murataya se escucha como Suzuki, Yamaha, shit. Pero allá dicen que es Mexican.
He's from where? Murataya's from where?
He's
He's
from
from
California. He's from California.
no, that's where he lives trains now. But where what
No,
country is he from though?
California. He's American from California. That's his state. He born there. He's not from another country. He's American from California. And over there is a bunch of
Oh,
Mexicans.
Bakram?
No, I'm saying Murataya.
Oh, Murataya.
But
Yeah.
because he trained with this guy, but whatever. Eh.
No,
Anyway,
he
I
said
don't care.
he did say
Mexican.
Mexican. He said
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah,
American.
yeah. I'm like, bro, que para mí eso fue un empate, pero dale eso. Yeah, de ellos que no, que si Murataya ya le ganó a Andy, que, pero ¿cómo que tú me vas a decir con eso si lo que fue un punto de diferencia, eso fue un empate ahí, que pues una pelea que se fue cerrada, pero no me venga a decir que le metieron las manos o algo así, pero whatever. Tú sabes, le tiraron
Sir
cuántos
said,
pillos
espérate,
tuvo.
hold on. Sir says Cesar advised me to put my money on Theo knocking out
Ah,
Shakur 2 seconds in the first round. That's cat. Go ahead, put your money there. You're gonna lose.
escúchalo a él, si él sabe mucho, ¿me
What happened?
entiendes?
What happened? What happened?
Wolf says Cesar advised me to put my money on Theo knocking out Shakur 2 seconds in the first round.
Well, then you
Oh,
now you can
yeah.
get now you can guarantee that he's gonna lose because that boy cursed. Listen.
Hey, don't
Chacho,
talk about my
mierda.
client like that.
Bro, ese es tu cliente, en
that's
serio.
that's his client. That's his
Damn,
client. Now check this out. Check this out. When your
damn,
client goes in the ring next on whose bout he's in,
If
bro.
Adames loses, I'm dropping my client.
oh, it's over.
Papi, ya tú vas a ver quién va a estar por ahí en la esquina de Adame o algo. Tú vas a ver el gordito Michelin. Fuap, y tú vas a decir, a diablo! Se jodió Adame.
Yo, check this out,
Ojalá
right?
no.
Some of the them losses be fucking difficult for some fans, right? I remember seeing that Latin I don't know if his name is Filósofo. Or I get
El
them
Oh, yeah.
filósofo, Filo, Damián.
Filo.
Filo.
Yo, he's like a younger
Oh, my
kid
God.
with like he looks like he's always got like a spiky haircut kind of, right? That's
Oh,
him.
No,
no. He's bald. Filo es a fuego. Filo es bald.
Damián
Okay, okay.
Borneo.
Okay, see that's not him. I'm talking about the kid that was there in the
Oh,
Supreme Matias fight that we waved at him.
auténtico.
Oh,
Auténtico.
Authentico.
auténtico.
Yeah.
Bro, he looked like he lost his puppy after the fight.
Yeah, he was sad.
He
Yeah,
was
he's a young
sad,
kid
bro. That
because that's
shit hurt him. That shit
because
hurt
that's
him.
the new generation. It's like the broadcast
No,
también,
no,
¿me
no.
enteré?
That's what I learned in the sport, though. This is the lesson. Like
Yeah,
sometimes I don't put so much like stock in the fighter. I keep myself reserved a little bit so that I don't go get hurt like
but
that because
we
I've
learned
been let
that the
down
hard
before by
way,
a fighter like that, you know?
papi. Acho, Macho Camacho contra Chávez was my first loss. I remember that. I was a
Nah,
kid. I
Felix
was pretty
Trinidad
sad.
against Bernard
Oh
Hopkins. I
no,
was
esa fue la
there.
segunda.
I was
Yo,
there. I was in New
bro,
York in
yo
attendance.
no pude ni leer
I
el
was watching that fight
periódico.
live and I
Was
saw that shit go down. That broke
like
my
a
heart.
whole
I'd never
month.
seen that many
A,
Puerto Rican flags like held down.
a whole month
Like
I
they were
was
all
so
sad walking
depressed.
out. It was so depressing. It was so depressing, bro. Like
But you
really.
know, for this generation, they don't have it like a champion. You know, they got histories and stuff, and Subriel is giving that to them. Porque son
Yeah,
muchos 21,
Xander is
24.
trying to fill that void.
Yeah,
Xander,
but vamos a ver.
our last Puerto Rican champion, so to speak, was Miguel Cotto.
Yeah,
Miguel Cotto was our last one. And nobody's quite captured,
that boy.
yeah, that void like that. No one's quite captured it. So Xander is on his way though, and he could possibly do it. I think so.
Yeah, but yeah, because he's young. You remember, like Subiel now is like 33, so it's more other generation, and he's like now. But Sander as a future, it depends how he do this fight and how his other fights come in and stuff. Yeah, he can become that guy, because he's young. He speak and I like it that he speak English and Spanish, and he don't have this accent. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that cabrón, yes, I'm so
Right,
proud you don't
right,
have this accent,
right.
but you speak Spanish properly too. So I like that about him.
Oye, Melasa,
Trinidad
you
losing to
got
Hopkins
beef.
pissed me off.
Eh?
Man,
You
brother.
got beef in this boxing streets over
Listen,
here on YouTube.
why? Who?
Melasa Melasa is mentally ill, says Bobos. Cesar Seda got at you.
Ay, bendito. ¿Tú crees que
What?
yo pierdo el tiempo con chicos? Yo no hablo ni de la gente. I
Says
stay
I what?
doing my
Advise me to
shit,
put my
talking about.
money no.
Yeah, I read that one already. And then
I
Richard says,
don't
I
care.
see Ortiz winning by decision over Keyshawn Davis. Trinidad losing to Hopkins pissed me off, says Jason. And then Captain says Xander needs to fight one of the big
Yes.
three at
till this
54.
day I
Okay. Oh.
cannot watch how you say the fight again,
Oh
Trinidad
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I
Hopkins.
can't watch it
Till
again.
this,
Yeah, yeah. I
oh,
haven't either. But now check this out. Check this out. That's just like I don't watch that last game against the Patriots in that undefeated season when they lost to the
oh
Giants.
shit,
I
that's the
don't even
worst
watch
one.
that game though.
Oh yeah. Hold on, we're not done with
Listen,
the teal card. We still
I
got to
thought,
touch the Zayas card. Yo, what do you
yeah,
think about that face off between Keyshawn and Jermaine?
yo,
the face off with Keyshawn Jermaine. Jermaine looked taller, a little like he gave the impression that he was bigger, but I didn't really see his body.
because he got this jacket.
Yeah,
But
I didn't see his body.
I
He
saw
just
Keith,
had the appearance that he was bigger.
yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
Ortiz looked like he's on weight,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
the
but
scale, and
Ortiz
then
looked like he was talking to a bitch up on the stage. He was looking too smooth, too comfortable. Ortiz
yeah,
was like this,
I mean, it's not
like I
wrong. I'm
was
gonna
like
beat you up.
Ortiz, like chill, my nigga. You gotta like you know what I mean? Like, but he
I'm
was
gonna make
like,
sure. It's because he's pretending to be some thug when you're a freaking Olympian, a silver medal, and you are pretending that you are a gangbanger or something like that. Boy,
yeah,
you're a
yeah, yeah,
freaking
yeah. For
athlete.
Keyshawn, yeah,
Yes, you're pretending to be something that you are
that you're
not.
not. Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
because
That's the
what?
problem with some of these guys.
Because you got
They
medals
get
only in
caught
your
in that
screen.
image. Yeah.
No, bro, you're putting us like why we always have to represent that shit, bro. I want to. Why you don't dress in a suit, stuff like that? Be different. No, why you trying to be street shit? I don't want
Everyone's
another
always trying
black
to see
guy be
somebody's
street
body.
shit.
Lance, fuck you. Yo, check this
No,
out,
for
right?
real.
That sound
Oh
real suspect
boy,
right there. But
Yeah.
you gotta take into the account the fighters, um,
look Andy
what
Cruz,
they look like, right? Because, for example,
look Andy
when
Uh
you
Cruz.
oh,
saw Ed,
Boogie,
hold
yo,
up,
Boogie is about to go ham.
yo, when you saw Edwin De Los Santos against Keyshawn Davis, you better damn right he better have backed out that fight. That boy looked way drained, hurt. Did you
Yeah,
see him on the scale? What he looked like, bro?
yeah.
He was like he looked fragile. So when you're
Because he want to make
betting,
that way for the
yeah,
title.
but when you're betting, these fighters are like race horses. When you go to a track, you go down and you look at your horse. You want to make sure that the horse doesn't is not hiding any
Yep.
secrets, any injuries. You want to make sure that the horse looks strong. So when you look at these fighters, that's the same way. That's why back in the days, the rich dudes, they would actually like watch them like spar or whatever, and they would go out and grab their arms and touch their bodies like this. They would go like this because they were sizing them up. He's strong, he's strong, he's strong. They push your cheekbones in, they
Yeah,
push
but
your nose in.
I
Like
kind of
that's
agree with Lance on this one though. I do. You're not fighting Keyshawn. Why you trying to look at his body
shut
like
the
that?
hell up. Shut the hell up, you P. Diddy bodyguard. Shut
No,
up.
but
You used
because
to guard
Keishan
the baby oil. Stop playing
can
with me,
Keishan do weigh
frontline.
140 pounds,
Yo,
or he's way too heavy and waiting to the last 2 days to do this extreme cutting weight. And I don't know.
stop undressing everybody with your eye. You're crazy, bro.
Hey yo, Surf
Jesus
says
Christ.
I just married Gorlock. Stay away from my woman.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
Boogie about to go ham on him.
That's it. It's over. Yo, now you're going to have Boogie on. Like, you really going to come at Boogie like that and take his girl?
Damn.
Damn. Damn. Boogie. Dude,
Yeah,
say something. Do something.
papi,
Listen,
Dude's
I
te voy
think
a
coming at
decir algo.
wifey.
I thought it was clever what
Are you gonna
Jermaine
let
did when he
Frontline do
pulled.
that to you?
I thought it was clever what Jermaine did when he pulled out the belt because after Andy Cruz lost,
Yep.
Keyshawn went on social media with the belt and started swinging it around. And I thought it was clever on Jermaine's end when he after they broke face to face off, he pulled the belt out and he swung that shit like Keyshawn did. That shit was clever.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
it.
know. I don't know if it got under Keyshawn's
Maybe did.
skin or if he found it funny, but I
Because
found it
Keishan was
clever.
barking like, you're small bitch and that, and pretending, look how small you are. I'm gonna beat you up. And Jermaine is like, no, I'm gonna knock you out. You will see. How you gonna knock me out? You're too small. Blah 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 blah. So barking like a chihuahua tied into the fence. But anyway, when Ortiz pull out that belt, and I saw him doing that, I was like, oh shit, that caught Keyshawn out of guard because he thought
Right.
he was in
Yo,
power.
you guys want to know what? Sorry, I
Boom,
didn't
and
want to
making
mean to
fun out of
interrupt you.
you,
Right, right, right. Check this out. You want to know what fighter got caught off guard? Teofimo Lopez was doing great against Shakur Stevenson in the shit talking department on that stage. Then he started saying dick jokes, which a little bit out of, but a little funny. A little funny, I can admit, right? But when Shakur Stevenson looked over at Teofimo Lopez and said, "Hey, where's your dad at? Last night I saw him in the lobby, drunk and drugged out of his mind. What is he, sobering up?" Yo, and then he bought over a gift for
bro.
Teofimo Lopez's dad, a bottle of liquor, right?
Battle of Henny.
Once he said that to Tio and he mentioned, you could see the sail, the wind got knocked right out of Tio's sail. Is it me? Am I the only one
No,
that
no,
noticed
no.
this?
Because I noticed too that
Bro,
Tio was saying no, 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 and then his daddy say, "Oh yeah, I like that."
no, no,
Like,
no. Hold up. So
so
on the
they caught him
podium
out
though,
of guard. Yeah, at the
yeah,
podium.
on the podium, he starts talking about don't judge these situations. He starts talking about God right after that. But before that Shakur um comment, he was inviting Shakur Stevenson to his private parts. He was having a blast. He was yelling profanity. He was making a mockery of Shakur Stevenson's grandfather. All that. He was talking shit back to Jay Prince.
Cause
That
Tio don't
shot
like
right
his father
there,
is a drunk.
It
that
calmed him
shot.
down. That
As
took
a
his energy
son,
out.
as
Let
a son, you're not proud that your dad is a drunk ass cokehead.
no.
You feel me?
Listen
And
to the.
everybody know it in the
Okay, but
lobby of
check
the
it out.
freaking hotel.
Check it out. What have I been telling you guys? There's one way you could fuck with Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is a fighter. He'll fight you if you try to fight him. But there's one way. It's his mind. When he lost that
What
fight
that?
against George Camboza, he couldn't get out of his own mind. You put Tio against George Camboza 10 times, he beats him 9 times. It's that one time. And his father couldn't recognize that his son was sinking in quicksand. And all he kept yelling was, knock this guy out already.
Get
You
him
saw
out of
it.
here.
Get him out of here. You saw it. So Tio couldn't get out of his own head. He was embarrassed. He was down for the first time. You could see it in his face. He didn't hide it well. If there's any way you can get to Teofimo Lopez, it's right here. Mind games. You get in Teofimo Lopez's head, you got to have to fight one. And I think Shakur Stevenson just did that. He delivered a vicious body shot on that podium that rattled Teofimo Lopez, and it was evident that
Yep.
Teofimo Lopez was bothered by that statement. And I was wondering, am I the only person that's seen this? Like, he was rattled. What do you guys got to say?
Yeah, well, hey, Lucky Girl says Zayas looks good, speaks good, fights good. That's someone you want representing Puerto Rico. Bull Rider says Keyshawn was wearing platform shoes. Facts. Kai says amazing fight. I'm trying to see what Jermaine means when he doesn't want to go to the scorecards. Work hard says Bado Don Julio. Richard says Key Davis going to lose like his brothers. Laughing emoji. Mo Brain says Ortiz better upset Keyshawn. Lance says life just keeps on lifing. Tio is weird says takeover. Your whole world begins between your eyes, says Lance.
What?
Yo, Lance be on some fucking shit sometimes.
Lance, you drinking tonight? You drinking? Because your typing is a little like Tio.
Bobo
Like,
says Teal won the press conference. I he was winning. I would say this. He was winning until Shakur hit him with that liquor bottle and attacked his father.
yeah,
Um
he
I didn't
was
see
winning. He was winning. But
I didn't see the face off because I was driving. But I don't how did the face off end up?
Well, they just came, squared up right there, and then Shakur gave him the bombastic side eye, and Tio stepped off or whatever. I thought he was going to try to like smack Tio or something for inviting him to his generals or something. Like, motherfucker, don't talk like that to me. Like, but
He
it
kept it
kicked.
professional.
He kept it professional. You know, the face off between Keyshawn and Jermaine Ortiz. It's true. I now looking back at it, I think he did have platform shoes on, Keyshawn, like them to make himself look taller to try to intimidate Ortiz, so that he's looking down at him, type shit. Because I don't remember him being that tall to Ortiz, neither.
Yeah. Well, I got Ortiz. I got Ortiz winning that one. That's gonna be a big upset. And then Till Shakur, I got Shakur winning by a frustrating UD decision. Till's gonna be frustrated for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
In the in the in the Keyshawn Davis, in the Keyshawn Davis and Jermaine Ortiz, there's gonna be a knockdown in that fight. Who takes the knockdown? It's gonna be interesting. I think that's gonna be a knockdown
Yeah,
because
I think so too.
that fight has the spelling of "I need my career back" all over it. Both these
I
guys are two desperate men.
I just
Both of
hope
them.
I just hope Jermaine doesn't go in there and sits, in a phone booth with him. Because if he does, I think Keyshawn might get the better of him. I hope Jermaine goes in there mentally sound and sticks to his game plan and executes his game plan, and I think he'll become victorious. Um, I don't see him stopping Keyshawn, being cautious, but I see him winning. If he gets reckless in there, though, I can see Keyshawn knocking him down. That's just my thoughts. Bobo says Teal stared him down until Shakur walked off stage. Stevenson was shook. Mo Brain says Keyshawn already talking about going to 47 is a bad sign. Takeover says Teal looked nervous. He's not confident.
Mm.
Work Car says Frontline. I hope you're right. Keyshawn needs a good spanking. Fight
Yeah.
goes fight goes 12. Yeah, like I said, if so Jay Smith over on Camachito's channel, he was live with Camachito. He made a good point.
Okay.
Exactly what he just said, that they both need what you said. They both need their careers to kind of take off from here. And they're both gonna make a point that day. But he also made the point that Jermaine, he was winning convincingly against Loma and against Tio. But when it came time to execute and win the championship rounds, he laid off the gas pedal, and that's what caused him to lose on two close fights. Um, I hope he doesn't let off the gas pedal. We don't care about a knockout. We care about him executing his game plan and winning. Temu El Heyman says Jermaine gotta let his hands go, stick and move. Richard says Xander Zayas está bien confiado que va a ganar la pelea. Me gustó lo de Sander. I didn't see that. He's saying that Xander looks real confident. He's gonna win the fight, and he likes the way that Xander looked, or he liked the way Xander presented himself. But I got to go back and watch that press conference. But yeah, I got Jermaine winning
Me gustó.
decision convincingly, and I got Shakur winning decision convincingly. He's gonna frustrate Teal for 12. That's just my take.
Right. I got Shakur. I got Shakur Stevenson over Tio by decision. I got Jermaine Ortiz beating Keyshawn Davis by a split decision. I have um Fuck, bro. Uh
Adames.
I got Carlos Adames in the fight. I think Carlos Adames just might stop this guy. I think I don't see why he can't stop him. I think Carlos Adames is explosive. He hits hard. He's a good puncher, a good counter puncher, a good mover. This guy is tricky, but I think Adames could stop him. Okay. It's gonna be. I think it could be a tough fight or an easy fight for him. It's gonna be an interesting fight though. But I got a Carlos Adames. Bruce Carrington. I want him to win so bad. I'm just nervous. I gotta be honest. I'm nervous for this dude. Bruce Carrington hasn't shown me that he can beat the top level guys yet. He's always been in the mix. He's got a couple decent wins, but when expected the most out of him, he laid an egg in front of Naoya Inoue in New York. He looked the worst. That Naoya Inoue got up and walked out. That's not the reaction you want. If if he would have felt you perform well, he would acknowledge you. He would have bowed or clapped. That man stood straight up and walked out. He said to you, louder than words, I didn't see anything impressive. And he only came to see your fight. So when I needed Bruce to be there to step up in that big fight, he barely got the win. He got a couple wins where I even felt, you might have skated on one there, Bruce. His opponent went toe to toe with Stephen Kubo Fulton. And Stephen Kubo Fulton is not known for power. But what he is a good boxer, a good counterpuncher. Stephen Kubo Fulton got dropped in that fight. And he got up off that canvas and did enough to win that fight. I felt like on that night, I saw his name's Castro, right?
Yep. Carlos
Castro, right?
Castro.
Castro. I saw Castro show me something, the desire to win, the desire to box, and he showed his skills there. Scooter was just a bit better. Being in the ring with fighters like Naoya Inoue, you'll learn a thing or two. So I'm scared for Bruce. I want him to win, but I think the other guy's gonna win. Castro. I think he's gonna win.
Hey, Temu
I
has
want
two
Bruce.
questions for you, Edwin. He
Yeah, what's
said,
up?
did Janabik get stripped already? And the other question is, who do you got, Josh Kelly or Multasaliev?
Josh Kelly's getting knocked out. Josh Kelly's getting knocked out. He already cursed himself. He touched the belt. Don't touch the belt on stage. That's a curse. Fighters should know this. Don't go touching the belt. The only belt you can touch is how Bruce Carrington did it with Castro. When they had the new belt, the plastic was still on the belt. It's a vacant belt. No one owns it. We both hold it because we're representing the WBC and we both have an opportunity to be called champion when it's all said and done. But when the champion's walking up and you reach over like a badass and touch his belt, you fucked up. You fucked up. I can't tell you how many fighters did that and got knocked the hell out. Josh Kelly's getting knocked out, bro.
Well, Josue Vargas is one of them.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was brutal. Don't bring that guy up again on my channel. All right. We took his Puerto Rican card. We don't acknowledge him. Nah, I think he was Dominican. Yo, listen. Yo.
Nah, he was gifted to the LGBTQ community.
Oh, then yeah. We traded him off.
They claim him now.
Yeah, we took a real Puerto Rican, Vanilla Ice. You know what I
mean? Real quick, I'm gonna read off these final chats. Bruce is getting up in age too with little fights as takeover. Kai says, yeah, this is definitely a showcase for Shushu. He has to perform. Low key says round one cooking with my parlay picks. Shushu getting KO'd says QS. And the last one is work hard. Bud touched that belt in one.
When did Bud do that? What belt?
Which one?
I don't know.
It doesn't happen all the time. I hope Bud got through that. But I know a lot of guys that reached over and went tap, lost a lot. But not only that, I don't think Josh Kelly got it in him to beat him. That would be an upset. You want to talk about
Yes,
upsets? That
yes,
would be an upset.
big one.
And if you want to pick that for an upset, I would go that way for the money because I think Josh Kelly's really an underdog in this in the betting line. I don't think it's close in their fight. A lot of people are saying that they commend Josh Kelly, in fact, for taking this fight when no one wanted to fight this guy.
Yo, Edwin, you got to take those glasses off. You got to put different glasses on. Because
Why?
I'm looking at you. You look like that guy that was holding the belt over on the teal
Shut the
card.
hell up, bro. The Versace dude. Yo, why?
Yeah, yeah.
Why you trying to get at me, bro? Yo, listen, with friends like Frontline,
The guy with the
I don't need
pelt.
enemies, bro.
He got a
I don't.
pelt over him and have the sunglasses. He got the belts. Yeah, yeah, I saw him. Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of like.
you got to put different shades on, Edwin.
Nah, it's
Yes.
not the shades. It's the hat.
There you go. There
Whoa.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
See, it's the hat.
he was looking just like that dude.
I had the dad hat on. That's my Boston dad hat when I be outside or riding my bike and shit. So I had the
Hey,
leather on. So I had to put that hat with that one today. That's all. You
hey,
know what I
Jose
mean?
De Leon says he was definitely Puerto Rican. He's talking about Jose Vargas.
No, he
Do-
wasn't. We don't know what you're talking
we don't
about.
know what you're talking
He
about.
was
We don't
What
claim
are you
that.
Mexican.
talking
That dude was
about? I
Mexican,
don't
bro.
remember.
Yo.
No.
Dwayne says salute. Work hard said against Spence. He touched the belt. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, Dwayne salute and Coqui. Coqui said sadly Dalton touched Matias belt and took that shit. Um, it's bad luck in soccer to touch the trophy before championship, says Temu Al Heyman. Mo Brains, what's up, Coqui? Edwin Reno. The glasses make him look like Bernie Lomax. Laughing emoji says low
Damn.
key.
Edwin
Uh,
Reno. Yeah. Yo. Yo, but he has
Kai,
some fly Versace shit on. He always be, but it just don't help him.
and then Kai says to me, Josh Kelly is horrible, an underachiever who falls short even in wins. Muratov by fatality.
Fate, finish him. Yo,
So we touched up on that teal card. What we looking like on the Xander card?
on the Xander car, let's talk about it.
Pull up the fight card, please. Because I haven't watched the press conference, so I even know what I'm looking for. I know that it's Polanco's fighting. You got Cedeño fighting. You got Juanita Lopez fighting. You got the Xander Barras fight. Who else is fighting?
all right, here, it's
Let me
on the
see.
board. It's on the screen.
Okay, Juanita. I got Juanita. But that dude Connor's no slouch though. It's gonna be a big step up for him. Real big step up.
Connor, that's a 6 round fight in the bantamweight. I want to see this kid more of this Wamita kid, man. He's real sharp. Um, he has the potential for me even surpassing his dad. When we think about father and son duels in boxing, how many sons have ever passed their fathers? That's a trivia. But he has to be a championship father. He has to have had a belt. What son surpassed their father? Now, if you're thinking of Floyd Mayweather, no, because his father was never a champion, right?
no,
Roger
it was his
was.
uncle.
It was his uncle, so it's not his dad. So you would have to think of a father and son combination where that the father was a world champion and the son surpassed the father in accomplishments.
Did
Go
did
to the
Zoo
chats.
did Zoo did
Give me
Tim
a father and
did
son duel.
did Tim Zoo pass Costa Kazoo or no?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Not, and I don't think he got a bigger win than Zab Judah.
True.
So
Takeover says respect to Josh. Facts Ortiz ducked.
Floyd and Roy, no, we can't do that because they weren't father. That's what I was gonna say.
No,
They're not father and son.
I think it was Sab Judah's father was a kickboxing champion, and then Sab Judah became champion and all this stuff in boxing. So I think that surpassed his father because his father fought boxing and stuff, but wasn't I don't think he was
Yeah,
champion
but
in
we're not
boxing.
gonna bring up kickboxing, so it has to be in
Oh,
boxing. He has to beat him
okay.
in accomplishments in boxing in the same sport.
I don't see.
So
I don't
what
remember
father and
enough.
son?
Low says Ken Norton Jr. 3 Super Bowls. I guess he's talking Ken Norton Sr. in football.
Yeah, but talking
Yeah,
about
but his
What's
father
boxing.
never played boxing. Yeah, so
no? We're talking about boxing. Yeah,
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 it
yeah.
has to be a father and son, like Connor Ben or Chris Eubank Jr. never surpassed their fathers. You understand? They
Yeah,
never,
Right, like Tim
they
Zoo
never,
never surpassed
yeah,
Castro Zoo.
right.
Camacho
So
Jr. neither.
right, Camacho Jr. and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. definitely didn't pass his father. You know what I
Either.
mean?
Shit.
Either. And then wait a minute, Shane Mosley's dad was a fight, but he wasn't a world champion, right? No.
No.
Okay.
And his son don't surpass him either.
Right. All right. Well,
Brian
damn.
Norman Jr. says Coqui.
Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Sr.
Yeah, Jr.
So,
surpassed his father.
but was his father ever a world champion? No, right? Like a real world title belt?
Well, no, you see, you didn't ask now you're moving the goalposts. I
No, no,
didn't.
no. That's
No,
always
the
been there.
goalpost been there. It's
It's always
always
been
been there.
there. I've
You
been
said
saying it.
which son surpassed their
Yes,
father's
yes.
career.
Now
Okay,
you're
but
trying to
Sab
change it.
Judah.
I've always said it since the beginning of the
Yep,
conversation. What father was a world champion that their
yep,
son beat them in their legacy, surpassed them? So their father had to be a world champion at some point, and the
yep.
son has to pass them. It's just not a
The
father and
goalpost
just beating
always
your
been there.
father.
Yo, where's Hugo at so we can get Google on here?
Yeah, we go.
So
No,
I'm
I
thinking
think he
that.
got hurt.
So the
Gotta
reason why I
find you,
brought all
Hugo.
that up is because I'm thinking that Juanita Lopez could be one of the sons that could have the potential of surpassing his father's career. I think his father's a two-division world champion, right?
Juanita Lopez, I want to say yes.
I think he's a two-division world champion. So the son got a little bit of work to do to pass his father. But when you can come in a sport and surpass your father, like in baseball, Ken Griffey Jr. surpassed his dad. You got other sports that the son came out. You know, Larry LeBron James' son. I don't think is gonna do it, but hey, we got
No, we
Tom
all
Brady's
know that.
clone right now. He's
We all know
technically
that.
his dad. So nah. Nah, that's a good interesting point. Like what father and sons in sport. And
Read the last chat.
hold up. Did Robert Garcia's sons or brothers never surpassed him, right?
Read the last chat. The last comment.
Bobos could be what? I mean, could have what?
Bubbles could have surpassed me, but he quit boxing for ballet.
Oh
Wah,
shit.
wah,
He could have
wah.
surpassed him. He
He
could
said,
have.
"Hopefully, my
Yeah,
next son follows my legacy."
yeah.
Coquille wildin'.
Yo, Tyson Fury surpassed his father. His father was a bare knuckle fighter in the streets.
It's a street
He was
fight.
probably like a champion, like a UK little. Yeah, I guess he could say that. I mean, he never had a real world
Mo
title.
Mo Brain says Corey Spinks surpassed Leon Spinks.
Ooh, there you go.
That's a good one.
There
That's a
you
good
go.
one.
Huh. Yeah. Yo, so
I
yeah, this
remember
Puerto
when he
Rico
come
card,
out.
and then what do you think about Rohan Polaco on this card? What do you know about his opponent,
That's
Christian?
an easy win for Polanco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flash
That's
already knocked
no
him
too
out.
easy.
Flash knocked him out. Nico Flash, he like 4 fights already. So now, whatever. Yeah, and he's talking all this trash, and
Didn't
he
he get
didn't have
knocked
no
out,
one
Nico Flash?
by Tiger Johnson.
By Tiger Johnson.
Brutally?
Yep.
Yo,
Damn.
yeah,
Brutally,
yeah,
yeah, brutally.
yeah,
Brutal knockout.
like 3 times, bro. He sat
Hey,
down.
hey,
Damn.
hey,
He
hey,
made
hey,
him
but
look like he didn't
we're not
belong in the
talking about
ring with
flies
him.
right now. We're not talking
Huh?
about
Yeah,
flies. Let's leave flies
Oh,
alone.
let's
Flash is
leave flies
good.
out of
No,
it. Oh,
no,
Yeah,
I see.
we're not talking
Now let's
flies
leave
right
the guy
now.
out of it, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay,
But
okay.
what I'm saying is like Polanco is fighting a guy that already was beaten by Nico Flash, that was beaten by Tiger Johnson. So, bro, why you gonna fight Tiger? I don't know. I don't know why Top Rank don't want to give him a better level up boxers, but and then
Okay,
he's talking all this
let's
trash.
talk about.
Yo, Mexicans are down so bad. Look at what Loki says. Polanco fought in Mexico. We're claiming him.
We're claiming them. Wow.
Damn,
Wow, they're claiming Polanco.
yeah, the bars are low.
Wow, that's low. Hey, yo, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What's up with the La Bazooka brothers here? Soreño, his brother being taken off that card in New York City. The other brothers fighting on this card. I haven't heard much on why or the particulars, definitely on why they pulled his brother, or if this going to affect his career going forward. Is he going to get approved in other states or denied? Henry.
I think he will.
Yuri Sardeno is fighting now, but what's up? What do you guys feel about this fight?
I got Yudi winning this shit.
You
I
got
bet he
Yuri.
can.
You
I bet he gonna fight in another states and stuff. I don't know what happened in
He
New
doesn't
York.
really have his brother's punching power, though.
No, but was a good fight.
actually 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 Henry got more pop than
Did
Yudi,
you?
but Yudi's fucking footwork and boxing skills are way superior than Henry's.
Yeah,
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 yeah. But
yeah,
Henry, I think
yeah. Yuri's the
Connecticut,
better boxer,
Florida,
but Henry got the better power.
Boston, he can fight in all those.
And
Yeah,
and
you
isn't
see,
Yuri
hey,
fighting in a bigger weight division? Isn't he bigger? He's at 154, right? Yuri?
yeah, hey, but you see how the Mexicans are, right? Look, Mo
Oh,
Brain
no
said,
doubt, no doubt.
Hell nah, Dominicans can keep them."
Right now, you're saying hell no.
Listen, listen,
Yeah.
listen, listen. When they lead up to the fight, all of a sudden, Rohan Polanco is gonna turn into a Mexican. Yo, they're gonna be
With
like,
the
"Yo, we
head and
got him."
everything, with the big
Yo,
mustache.
And if Polanco fights a Puerto Rican, they're gonna definitely
I was
pay
just
me.
gonna say, what nationality is this dude that he's fighting?
What's his name? I think he's Mexican.
Christian Gomes.
Yeah, he's definitely Mexican.
He's definitely Mexican. They're gonna have to take the other guy. Hold up, let's look him up. Hold up,
Get up, look
If
it
Christian.
up.
if if he's not Mexican, he's probably like Argentinian or Venezuelan or something
Hold
like that.
up. They're gonna have to claim him. Y'all gonna have to claim your boy, Christian.
Oh yeah, if he's Mexican, they gotta claim him no
Oh, they
matter
gotta
what.
claim him.
No matter what, they ain't getting
Yeah,
this one.
yeah,
They
we
ain't getting
got.
this one pass. Nope.
Nah, we're gonna have to look this up right here.
Yeah, Loki says yeah he's Mexican. He said they can both get deported.
Yo,
Damn, that's low.
Yo, Mexican towards their yo, they ain't
they are
shit.
down bad. Hold on, let me. I gotta look up this myself. So that's. Hold up. This is. These guys are down bad. This is sad. This is
They're
sad,
getting
bro.
beat down everywhere. But they got left with Murataya. They claim now they're claiming Murataya like, oh, he's a true Mexican and stuff. Man, come on. He never been in Mexico. He cannot even speak Spanish, and he's from California. Like,
Jesus
leave him alone.
Christ.
Look, Kai
One,
says he's
two,
from
three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Christian Gomes. Let me see. Is this the one that's fighting him?
and they all got Mexican flags next to them, right?
Oh, this Christian Gomes, 23 fights, 21 knockouts with a 91% knockout ratio. He's 32 years old, but he lost 6 times and he's been knocked out twice.
Is
One
that the
of
one
those
that
is
Polanco's
like,
fighting?
Okay, hold on. Let me switch this up right here. Hold on. Let me share this with you guys. That way you guys can be on the same.
the same page. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Here he is. Is that him? My man got 1.5 stars rating. 1.5 stars.
One of the knockdown was Flash. Mira, ver.
He is fighting Rohan Polanco. That's him. It's right there. Rohan is 17-0. Puerto Rico, Dominican. What? What the hell is this? Oh, they fighting in Puerto Rico. My bag. It almost fucked me up. I thought the Puerto Rican flag there was,
Hey,
it threw me off for a second. Okay.
Mela,
He's
he Flas beat him, but Flas didn't knock him out. He Flas won by UD.
Okay,
he's a
okay.
5-star fighter.
He boxed him in all night.
He's a
Beat him up.
5-star fighter, right?
Versus 1.5 star fighter.
Versus a 1.5 star fighter, bro.
And then he's talking all this trash about Flash, about Matias, about the other one. Bro, shut the hell up and fight somebody at your same level.
This is who he lost to.
Well, hold on though. To be fair, Melasa, to be fair, Hector Bermudez came on the show and he chopped it up with Edwin.
What?
And he made it clear that the reason why
You're
Polanco's getting
coming
these lower
off
oppositions
1, 2.
Why?
You got to win here.
is because nobody wants to fight him.
Jesus
Oh, yeah,
Christ.
nobody want to fight him. Yeah.
Rohan
that's always
Polanco's
the
fighting
same
a guy.
shit. Oh my God.
It's Rohan Polanco's fighting a guy that in his last 5 fights, count them, 1, 2, 1 win, 3, 4. He's 1 for 4 off his last 5 fights.
Oh, but nobody want to fight him, so only a 1.5 star boxer gonna fight him. Come on, I don't
Because
believe
Rohan
that.
can't get a good fight, bro, because they scared to death of the dude.
Oh yeah, they're scared of that too, Rohan Polanco. Hell no, they don't want to put him good opponents because they know he gonna fail, and they invest already a lot of money on him. So they got him like a feeder, a card fill up, like the boxes that they used to fill up the
One and
cards
a
in
half
between
stars, bro.
the co-main and the main. You put him over there.
Check out his ranking.
Yo, but what's his knockout ratio again, Edwin?
91% against all cab drivers from Mexico. Look at his ranking. In the world, he is ranked 338. Look at his rankings right here in red now, highlighted. Out of 2,716 guys, he's ranked in the world 338. Out of all Mexican registered fighters, there's 462 in the division. He's ranked number 38 out of just Mexican fighters. Now, if we used to look at Rohan Polanco, let's see what he is. Hello? Okay. It went too far back. Mike, I want to. Okay. Let's just go down and click on him. Why is my shit acting up right now? You guys see that? It just scrolls me back up. All right, here we go. All right, Rohan Polanco. Boom. Rohan Polanco is ranked number 5 in the world. Out of 2,716, he is number 5. Out of 37 Dominican fighters in the division, he's number 1.
The number 10 don't want to fight him. He's too scared to fight him.
He is the number 5th fighter in that division in the world. The globe signifies the world.
Yeah.
You are fighting against the 38th ranked guy?
Because everybody's scared.
Rohan needs better names, yes, but I'm on the line. Yes, I agree with bringing your fighters along the right way. Rohan's strong. He can be fast at times, punching fast. He's a little witty and he's daring. But there's obviously levels to boxing. Rohan is at a level of mid-tier in his division. This is where you fight your way out to become a contender and to be taken seriously amongst the men in your division. That's what Rohan is. The only thing is that we're starting to talk him up with the top 10. We want him up there with the top 10. So whether or not Rohan is ready for that, coming off his last performance, it was a tough one. So you want to get Rohan back into his winning knockout ways. And as a manager and a management team, you got to recognize these situations for your fighter. You do. You don't want to throw Rohan in just like that just yet. For what? What are you trying to prove? To who? Right? Hold on, let me take this off because it's messing up with my screen. My
To the fan base.
You
They're
know,
gonna
who are you
invest
trying
on
to
him.
Yeah, listen. You want to prove to the fan base and everything, but I don't think that's exactly what's important in a fighter's career. What you want to focus on are the wins and how to get yourself properly to that world title fight. What's the rush? Rohan's young. He's not old. He has plenty of fight left in him. Uh, so I can see them manage him this way. And also taking consideration, a lot of the top guys don't want to gamble with fighting Rohan because he's that what if. Rohan,
Well,
he
that's the
might
way
not
we're gonna
seem
find
like,
out who is who.
yeah, but
Because
a lot of
I'm
styles make fights and shit.
yeah,
So
but
Rohan,
even as a customer, I feel that they're selling me gato por lebre. You know that they're screwing me up, like
well,
because they do that with fighters, and I feel like, yo, you're just screwing me up and
Well,
selling
well,
me
yeah, okay,
what?
okay, 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 but wait. There are different situations in boxing. Rohan is not on that trajectory yet, where that he's giving you fights you didn't want to see. You see, like Tank Davis or Devin Haney, they're already established stars. What you expect out of them is what to do a star to do. See, Rohan has never hit that pinnacle yet, where that I'm demanding all these fights. They're what we call stay busy fights in boxing. A fight you schedule to stay busy until you go after that next fight, but you don't want to sit around. So you got to know when to recognize a stay busy fight and a fight that means something for the fighter. But if you can't get those guys right now, because they don't want to take a, not that Rohan can beat him or whatever, but they also don't want to go backwards neither. Why is a guy in the top 10 going to go backwards to prove he could beat Rohan? So Rohan has got to make his way up the ladder. And he's going to have to take fights like this, keep himself irrelevant, keep himself active. And when it's time to strike like
You think
Xander did.
you think they'll throw him in the ring with Norman Jr.
Tiger Johnson, at least Tiger
or Tiger
Johnson.
Those are
Johnson?
tough fights for Rohan, bro. I don't care how tough Rohan thinks he is. Those
Yeah,
are tough fights.
if we don't fight those top fights, I'm not gonna invest my time or
No,
effort with.
eventually, yes. After this fight here, Rohan's gonna make a move, and we're gonna find out if Rohan's the Dominican next superstar in the making, where that he could probably reach a pinnacle in Dominican boxing. And the thing is, it's not a big mountain. What the guys, I just by becoming a 2-belt world champion in one division, you'll go down as like the greatest Dominican boxing in history. So, to be the first for your country, there's a void in Dominican boxing. One of you Dominican boxers need to come up and grab your torch. It's sitting there on the ground, turned off. It's not even turned on, the torch. That's how easy it would be to pick up that torch, Dominican fighters. Hear me. Bro, keep your asses in the fucking gym. Stop partying out there with fucking cervezas with an American dollar. You could buy a fucking case.
Well, that's the problem with the
Stop.
Caribbean,
Stop, man. Stop going back
atmosphere.
home. Do what Rohan's doing. Sacrificing his life because he could see the prize. Rohan lives in a fire station under the tutelage of Hector Bermudez. And he's
Yeah.
not going home until he wins a title. He wrote a gold list when he moved there. He took his clothes and he went there. No girlfriend. No, there's no life. A boxer's life is a lonely man's life. If you want glory and you want excellence and you want a long reign, winning the belt, that's the beginning. You got to defend that belt now. How great of a champion are you? How long is your reign? And that's where champions are made. When you see fighters like this, Dominican fighters, your torch is literally on the ground, covered in sand. No Dominican fighter has been able to pick that up and light it on fire and hold it. No Dominican fighter in boxing history. Right? Yo, Rohan, Adam Adames, Carlos Adames, Carlos Adames. You guys are like there, right there, man. Carlos, man, with every fight, every performance, you got your country on your back. You know what I'm saying? To be the first to do that, like Japan had a lot of good fighters, but Naoya Inoue became a rock star. Mexico got a lot of great fighters. So it's gonna be hard to be the next. You're gonna have to do Saul Canelo Alvarez shit, right? Just to get recognized. But your fan base, Dominican fan base, it's just waiting for you to explode. Them dudes is out there waiting for Superman, a hero. We need a hero. They're starving. One of you guys dedicate yourself, bro. You can live like a king for the rest of your life back in your native land when it's all said and done with your career. You can live like a fucking king, bro. You see how like Ortiz for the Red Sox and Pedro and all them, when they go back to Santos, how they're revered? You see those baseball players, how they live? Like kings, bro. Like kings. That prize is right there for you men. If you're willing to put in the time and the effort and walk through that door. Dominican Republic, bro, you guys need a champion, a real fucking like one to take over, man. And you guys are there, man. Every time you get right there, it seems like they go back home and party, and right back down to obscurity. It's like a broken record for them. It just keeps happening and happening. Every time they get excited, their fire lose track. We're Americanized out here. We see it sometimes. We try to shelter our kids from that. Sometimes the party wins. Sometimes people use it to their advantage. Floyd, he made you believe he lived that life, but Floyd was the most dedicated. He threw money. He went into the clubs. He was around liquor, weed, but he never drank and he never smoked. And after they took their pictures and his opponent thought, look at Floyd, he's on TMZ in the nightclub. Oh, he ain't training. Soon as they got those pictures in that 15-minute video, Floyd would run out the back door, put on his running shoes and go jogging. Wouldn't take one sip, wouldn't take one puff. He knew how to use the media. And boxers like AB thought that Floyd's life was like that. Flamboyant, out of control, drinking, banging prostitutes, doing drugs. He bought into the whole concept. AB. He didn't know what Floyd was doing, and Floyd didn't have the time to tell him. AB went right down the hole. We've seen that happen to a lot of our fighters in America time and time again. My favorite fighter, he's flipping a Lamborghini. My favorite fighter is going to jail. My favorite fighter is being stripped. It's always something with American fighters. It's very rare that you see a boxer live out his full potential of his career, hit his peak, and then just shine. My favorite fighter, they always want Roy Jones Jr. to jump up to fucking heavyweight to fight a heavyweight champion and then come back down until they beat him. My favorite fighters, they're always pushing the envelope until they're defeated or putting us to fight against each other. What beats an American fighter? Another American fighter. They're always doing it to us. When's the last time from start to finish you saw a great fighter that in and out of the ring carried himself as a professional and had a high conduct of himself? When's the last time you seen that? Naoya Inoue. That's why I like that dude. In and out of the ring, he's a class act. You don't see him flipping his Lambo, smacking his wife, belligerent, drinking. None of that shit. Terrence Crawford did good as a champion. He did very good. He represented us, the U.S., the best he could. That was a great role model right there. Not so much Tank Davis, right? Shit. Devin's gotten a lot of scrutiny with the court. I mean, they're always bashing our guys. But you got to understand, in the sport of boxing, although it is led by violence, aggression, fighting is awarded. Don't forget that there are young men and little boys and girls looking on. They hear their fathers and their uncles or brothers talking about fights all the time. And the kids are curious. When they see Tank Davis being arrested for domestic violence and it's posted all over social media, kids are no fools. My 12-year-old daughter surprises me every day with everything that she's aware of, knows about, talks about. And at the end of every sentence, she hits me with 6'7". Yo, stop saying that, all right? But so these kids and these role models, these boxers have a responsibility to these kids, whether they want it or not. When you chose this life, boxing, a professional sport, comes with a spotlight. You can't just get up there and start acting crazy, talking about women, beating up women, doing drugs, not acting as a professional. Because you might think this is an adult sport, but there is no PG-13 on the label, or 18. You got to be 18 years old to watch boxing type shit. It's a sport. And kids see AB all over social media. I don't want my kids following him, living after him. No. I wouldn't recommend that to no child. You know, these fighters, we got to turn our fighters around and preach a different message to American fighters. And we got to start raising the bar back and morally. As Americans, the other countries, I feel they laugh at us. They're like, look at these Americans. They're talking about each other's mother, kids. I slept with your wife. Your wife is in my DMs, your girlfriend. Is that what you got to say to sell an American fight now? You got to disrespect each other, attack each other. How do the other countries view us? We're like the Jerry Springers of boxing, American boxing. Our champions are getting arrested, getting out on 16,000 bail. Keyshawn Davis wants to act like an ass, miss weight. She wasn't Shakur Stevenson with takeoff when he got shot in the head. Our American fighters. That's us. That's us. We gotta bring our moral compass up. We gotta be better. We gotta be better than them. Fuck that. We're Americans, bro. We live here and with some of the best, with all countries around us. If we asking them for them to be and treat themselves at a higher standard, well then let's us act like we got some sense. So we need to teach the next wave of boxing this. Yeah, don't the bling bling, the protecting the O. No, we need to go back in time in boxing where it was more prestigious of the men and women that were on your record. We need to go to back to that time where that Terrence Crawford can't do all that and not have just Saul Canelo Alvarez on his record as one of the biggest fights. Saul is like your biggest fight. Errol Spence Jr., you fought a name. He was, I don't know how many surgeries and attached retinas before he fought him and flipped the car. That wasn't the same Errol. You didn't beat the real Errol. No. So you really don't, and that's why we have to go back to an era where that it's more important the names you share, your resume. Don't be afraid to catch a loss. But you can look back on your career and say, I shared the ring with that man right there. Win, lose, or draw. That's boxing. That's boxing. The best fighting the best, that's just a catchphrase. That's not real in boxing. That's not real. I wouldn't recommend that. Fighting the best after the best after the best. Bro, you'll be a fucking vegetable. Fight one great fight, these fights, then a great fight, and so forth. Like a regular boxing career. We're not designed to get punched in the face. So I think that we have a great card. And I'm about to give my wife news where I'm going to go out there with Camachito and do this boxing card over there with him. I think it'll be great. Get out a little bit out of the house, and go out there and see a fight with Camachito and the fellas. I haven't been in the city in a little while. I'm going to go into the city, go out there, you know what I'm saying? Hang out with the fellas, you know what I mean? So fight fans, listen, I can't wait. Tio is going to get dropped again. Damn, Bam is a good one. Yeah, bro, remember how mad he got Arnold Barboza and Arnold fought mad. He wants Steven to fight mad. But I think that Steven got into his head at the end with the talking about his dad shit and giving him the bottle. So I thought that Steven lined the final punch at that press conference because Tio was winning the press conference, but Shakur had a ace up his sleeve. Shakur was prepared. He had the bottle there the whole time. He knew that he was going to do this. He allowed Tio to spit all his shit, and then he hit him with the whoop, 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 whoop. And yeah, man, real stuff, brother. You want 3-1 radio when young. Yeah, I thought Shakur got to his head too. I really did. I really think that Shakur got into Tio's head. Yeah. And but boy, do we got a lot of fights. So listen, fight fans, thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a wonderful time here at Round One Sports TV. I got another auto interface that I'm about to switch this up because I need my sounds and shit. I can't do this no more. So unfortunately, I bought a new sound auto interface. It sounds good when I can get it working like now, right? When I know how to do it all. But unfortunately, the sounds are not going to play, right, guys? So hold on. Let me see if I can do this. And these are the sounds, right? One guy actually told me, he said, Edwin, why don't you put the speaker next to the mic? When you press the button, it'll sound or whatever. And I was like, but won't my voice echo from the speaker? So that's bootleg. So I don't want to do that. So if you guys can't hear that, or none of these buttons I'm pressing, I pressed all of them. So tell me if you heard any of that stuff. But if not, thank you, fight fans, for tuning in. It's been my pleasure here at Round One Sports TV. I can't wait to see you guys at the fight. We got a lot of boxing to cover on Saturday. So tune in. Tune in. The fake over, the Tio, the fake over, he's done. Yo, listen. So tune in with me on Saturday. We're gonna have a lot of boxing and we'll watch the fight party. Uh well, I'm gonna be going down there. So I gotta talk to Camatito what time. I'll probably cover some of the fights here and then head down there. So we'll work out all the particulars. See you guys. Love yourselves. Be safe out there and peace. I'm on to another one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. You guys have been amazing. Peace.